The news of the budget approvals had spread and the products had started to arrive. Osho were the first with the fertilizer to suit each acre based on the soil test result.
Generally, your soils had low sulfur. We chose to have DAP, which has 46% phosphorus. Now, another thing that they said is that it was low in sulfur. We have sulfur. It's called brimstone 90. It's 90% sulfur. So we are going to put this inside your fertilizer to make it complete. And then we are going to mix the two. Similarly, we are going to add something else we call oshozyme granules. This will help the uptake of these nutrients into your plants. Something else we are going to do is to avoid the problem that comes with fertilizers, the acidic fertilizers. They will change the pH of the soils. So how do we go about that? We have this product we call black earth. We are going to do 2 kilos per 50 kg. Can you, Jeremy, show them?
Osho demonstrated how to mix the products into the fertilizer, creating the perfect balance for their soil.
As the farmers mixed their fertilizer, we saw the first clouds roll over the farm. Perfect timing. Now all we need is just those seeds.
How was your banking visit?
My banking visit was good, but I'm still on the lookout for other banks in case they have lower interest rates.
One of the things that you require to get a loan is basically be credit worthy.
Okay.
No one wants to give money to someone who is not credible. There are a couple of things that you need to probably be very aware about building credit worthiness. Credit worthiness is something banks look at to see if you're likely to be a good customer and pay back your loan. To make sure you are credit worthy, they look at your history of any previous loans, your financial transactions, and how realistic your budget is. It is very important you do not fail to meet a payment for your loan. If for whatever reason you know this will happen, visit your bank and discuss your situation in good time. They will often restructure the loan. This helps you keep a good credit score. A good credit score is very important to help you secure a good loan in the future. You can find out your credit score by visiting a credit reference bureau. Also, the other thing of building credit worthiness is also through such facilities or the mobile money facilities that you normally use. A lot of people don't really realize how much value mobile money is. So, generally speaking, whenever you do any transaction on your mobile phone, you need to know this also can contribute to your credit worthiness. And sometimes you can actually ask your mobile money provider to give you a statement and you take to the bank. And the bank actually looks at that as part of your credit worthiness. The second thing I wanted us to ask you about is whether you've ever tried microcredit mobile linked services.
I haven't tried one, but the story that I hear from it is good. Then they give you a certain amount of money, the one that you require. Then in a certain period they give you terms that if you should pay after 3 months or 2 months. But I've heard this good because you can also access it through your mobile phone.
Yeah, interesting. You've heard a lot of good things about it, but you've not tried.
I've not tried.
So
maybe this might be the first time. Maybe.
Why haven't you tried?
Okay, generally in an African context, maybe I fear getting loan for any reason because I don't know how we'll manage this agri-business thing with the loan. And sometimes we find that you get losses, and I don't know what will the bank do for me if I fail to pay the loan. So I generally fear getting loans.
I mean, that fear is a very common occurrence. But I can tell you for a fact that I know very few people who've made wealth without getting loans. Very few people. Most people I know who have made it, made a lot of money, they've actually done it through getting support from financial institutions that fund their beliefs and their dreams. And that's why we started off with the budget process, ensuring that you have a budget process that enables you to see exactly how your money is going to be working for you in terms of projections on expenditure and income.
By the way, the seats are around.
Michael,
How are you?
we are fine.
Okay.
You brought the seeds.
I brought the seeds. Now that
the right time.
Yeah.
It's about to rain.
In fact.
Okay, welcome.
So your seeds are here. Now we are quite lucky because it's going to rain any soon.
So we can
please,
get them?
We can just get them.
Okay. Let me get mine.
The farmers were excited. They had everything they needed to get the competition started. And boy, did they start farming. Over the next few days, Maggie and I watched the farm explode into action. Raking, digging, planting. There was so much energy and hope in the air. It was just an amazing scene.
So, Michael,
Yeah.
how are my farmers doing?
Your farmers are doing well. So some who got the idea of onions came to complain after I had given them seeds.
Oh, why?
So the reason behind it is that they were much concerned with the duration onion take in the nursery, which is 1 month.
Okay.
So they were trying to see it as though it's going to drag them back.
Oh, because they wanted seeds to plant immediately.
Immediately. For that, we discussed more, and then we now decided now to do coriander for 1 month because it is done
so
directly.
they had to change.
Yeah, they not changing necessarily, but they were supposed to do something else as they
in
wait
that
for
1 month.
month. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they didn't do enough research. That's
They-
what you're telling me.
And that's my great worry now, because you see now, for example, we have so many media groups are now working well. You see, for example, Aishamba.
Yes,
What they do,
yes.
they do proper research, and I wonder why they have not done that proper research. For a farmer, you need to have that information in hand.
Exactly. They
That-
should have really researched
Yeah,
early.
actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So far, which farmer do you think will be more successful?
From the look, whoever's done any variety that is not done in this locality is on the peak. Yeah. We know
So
Kenneth.
it's hard to
Onion.
predict,
Yeah,
but
it is
between
hard.
those two.
Between those two and the other one who is doing tomatoes.
Oh,
probably.
okay. Wow, interesting.
Yeah, it is.
The only one doing tomatoes is Leah, who is also the only one planting straight into the farm as she ordered seedlings. However, she is still stuck on the first step.
So how many beds do you need to get all the 5,000 seedlings fixed? How many beds do you need now? So that you don't just go blindly.
5,000 bed by what? 133?
Yeah,
134.
134. It is 5,000 divided by 134.
She is trying to work out how many beds she needs to fit into her acre for all the seedlings. Kenneth is helping her with the maths. Wow, that's big of Ken to help his competition. Could this be the start of a great friendship?
Need how many
It
still?
won't even be enough.
Well, Jack, I think we're about to see this transformation, you know? And not just from the land, but also from our contestants themselves. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you're very right, Maggie. And I think I'm very impressed by how proactive they have been now that they have been approved to take loans.
True.
And you know what? They started planting so fast. But I am sure that my farmer, the farmer I picked, is still going to win.
Jack, come on. You know, it does not count if you don't tell us who you picked. So you might as well stop bragging about it, because even if whoever you picked wins, who is going to believe you?
It counts because it does count. Okay, fine. I'll tell you who knows my secret.
Okay. Who did you tell?
Sally.
Sally? Wait, Sally? The four-legged milking Sally?
Yes,
Oh,
the
come on,
same exact
Jack.
Sally.
Oh,
No,
you
it
know
counts. No, listen.
It does not count.
Why not?
Because Sally's a cow.
I know. That's the reason why I told Sally. Because Sally is better at keeping secrets.
Okay, this is ridiculous and I am gone. Bye-bye.
Come on, Maggie. No. Listen, it does count. Listen, let me try and explain something. Okay, fine. I'll tell you.